Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches. Today we are going to be watching some Akiba Maid War. This is episode 4 of the series. Once again, if you haven't seen the series on my channel before, this specific series, I just have to let you know, is only available in full length, as opposed to the other videos on my channel, which are edited down and have footage with them. This one, unfortunately, got copyright struck, so I now only do full length versions of Akiba Maid War, so you have to have a copy of your own footage and you can watch along with me. So, last episode was a boxing episode. The episode before that was a poker episode. I wonder if we're going to get some other crazy... Like, I sort of want this to continue to be like a weird sports anime, so I hope they continue with that, but they might also just do actual, like, more maid cafe stuff or just more gang stuff in general. I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I'm excited to get into it because I am enjoying this show so far. It's crazy, but it's well done for the craziness. I'm also going to make a prediction right now. They're going to remove the censorship over... blue-haired girl's face. Do I have her name? She's played by a Russian actress, isn't she? Where is it? Akiba. I've got a lot of names written down there. I don't know if I ever wrote down her name. We're gonna get it in this episode, I'm sure, if she's in the episode. So let's get into this episode. Please make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff really helps me out. And if you want to support me, go to my Patreon account. You're already getting full length of this show, but you can get full length to every other show on my Patreon account, as well as exclusive videos and what's the other thing? Early access to certain shows. So let's get into this episode of Akiba Maid War. Here we go. Okay, I'm clicking play in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That's how we're starting. She's gonna die. But I'm already over it because I'm into the OP. Wait, oh, I was closing my eyes. They have uncensored her. Nice. The inside's already a drill master for the swine. Okay. She's dressed as Evie. So every maid cafe is based after an animal? Because look at them all. I like the horns on the blue dressed girl. Oh, the Creatureland group, of course. Hi. Oh my god. Okay, so our cafe is the ability to fight. Oh my god. Oh. Man, they just shoot motherfuckers in this show. That's true. Yeah. Like a drill sergeant? Yeah, it's like a drill sergeant. Oh, God. That doesn't sound good. Let's just make it fun. Aww. Sano. I guess that's true, all of that stuff. Oh, God. Is this including her? Yeah. Bye. Honestly, you don't want to be here, Chief. Why is Yumichi looking at Nagami like it's her fault? Nagami didn't do anything. Oh. That was really cute. You don't want to yell it if you work at a thing. Oh no, oh no, what does it look like? Oh, it's not too bad, I guess. Man, if I got a really watered down whatever, I would be upset. I'd rather more syrup. Ah! What is that? What? Is this like, Oh, it's carving. I thought it was gonna be like, Mulan, where you have to climb it with the medallions. 2 a.m. to bedtime? That's actually earlier than I go to sleep. I go to sleep at 4 a.m. おやすみなさい. Man, you could have eaten all those omurice things that were thrown away. Oh no. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be bloodshed. She's a boxer. Or MMA fighter or something. What? Is she gonna be nice now? Yes, please do positive reinforcement. I hate the culture of like, you have to be a drill sergeant to get people to do the right thing. So stupid. Wait, isn't this the scene where she throws her off the building? Kritza land. There we go. Oh my god. Okay. Is there something below to catch her? What? You threw her so far. No way you caught her. Oh, poor Nagami. Oh my god. Oh, poor Nagami. I feel so bad for her. Cuts? Oh, it's just a scrape. That doesn't sound supportive. You just threw her off a building. Oh, Nagami. I feel so bad for her. She's too sweet to have all that. Guys, she threw you off the roof. Even if she caught you. This is Stockholm syndrome. I love her yelling. It's great. It's almost like she's not doing the voice of Yumichi anymore. Zoya, right? Oh. No! She's not all on board. Oh my god, it really is like Stockholm Syndrome. Look at him. Oh, is she leaving? Don't blame her, to be honest. Oh no, a deserter here, you could get shot. This is scary. It's like they've been brainwashed. Oh no, that's the worst person to come across you. Oh, no it isn't actually. Yeah, of course she is. And now it's stopped being fun. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That didn't take much. Oh. No blonde hair, no makeup. Well, there is makeup, but not as much makeup. Oh. That is cute. I like both of her looks. This one's more natural, but the other one, I felt like she liked it about herself. Well, that's kind of cute, but she was still being abusive, even though she's being cute now. Coricerando. Aww. Oh! Nakami! Nakami! I feel so bad for her, but I mean, that's like relief crying. That's happy crying. She just cries so much. Oh. At least she can do the maid stuff to the best of her abilities now. Okay, you can go back now, Chief. Yumichi? Is that just from her crying? She's dehydrated? Oh. Oh! Nice. Is that to blow up the wooden statue thing? Mm-hmm. Oh! Oh my gosh. It is not safe to be that close to it. Oh! Nagami! Her voice actor is so good. I didn't look her up. I don't know who voices Nagami. I think I looked her up once. Is it back to exactly how it was? It's exactly how it was. It does look good on her. Yeah, she likes it. That's all that matters. Oh. The discussion for this episode is going to be interesting. Oh, she improved at that though. She sure has. Oh. Aww. Ba, 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 ba. Well, I feel like there's a decent amount to discuss there. I think the most interesting thing of this episode is it's like, if we're having like morals of the story, look, whenever I get to this part of the video where I'm discussing like what the message of the episode is, I always feel uncomfortable about this specific thing, because I am not under the impression that every show or movie or whatever needs to have like a solid moral. It doesn't need to be like, okay, this is telling you what to do. It's not everything is an after school special, you know? But a lot of the time they do have some sort of message they're trying to get across, even if it's not necessarily the right thing to do. It's the moral is generally the right choice for those characters at the time. So in this episode, there was I kind of agree with what happened, but I'm just wondering why I agree with it. So like, they, just to summarize all of it, they needed to get in line. They got a drill sergeant, a drill commander, to come and get them in line. The drill commander was super abusive. They didn't like it. They tried to say no. The drill commander then facilitated trust between them, made them feel like a relationship that needed each other, like a parasitic, you know, codependent relationship. And then they worked together and accepted punishment happily, in a very, like, in a situation that allowed themselves to get, like, basically abused, but be okay with it because they felt that they were doing what they needed to do for the cafe. Then they were, you know, at a good place of being able to do the job right, but they were at a bad place, like, emotionally and mentally, because they were putting the job before their own happiness. Even though they seemed happy, they weren't necessarily happy. And so Shipon and the chief came in and snapped them out of it and turned them back to exactly how they were at the start. So that's a massive summary. So yeah, I mean, look, I am always, when I say always, I mean like most of the time against the idea of negative reinforcement to get things done. Now, of course, some people prefer to be under a proper training. Some people prefer to be constantly given criticism and yelled at and stuff. Like, there are genuinely people who do prefer that as a learning method, because they do learn better under that. Like, they do learn better with that pressure keeping them down. So, like, yeah, I can see how this would work for some people. I personally am a big believer and a big benefiter from positive reinforcement. So I, like, in my experiences, when there's been someone who has been, you know, very accommodating to me and helping me and trying to, like, help me improve and get better, and then being happy with me when I do the things right, like, that has really helped me, as opposed to when I've done things where people have been very harsh and they've, like, you know, tried to whip me into shape, and that sort of thing doesn't work. I have a direct example. I've had two driving instructors, right? A man and a woman. The man was the first one I had, because we didn't have many driving instructors to choose from, because I learned to drive manual, or stick, I think some people call it. I learned to drive manual cars, right? So because of that, there were only, there weren't that many instructors that were teaching manual cars in the area that I was learning in and stuff. So it was kind of difficult to find teachers, but I found a dude, and he was teaching me. And at the start, I was like, oh, I don't like this because I get the anxiety from driving the car. Like, I feel very nervous. But I just thought, like, all of that, you know, that fear that I felt before a lesson, I thought that was just because I'm scared to drive. And so I really hated the lessons, and I didn't want to go do the lessons. I discovered after some time, the problem isn't the driving. The problem is the dude teaching me, because he loved his negative reinforcement. He loved to tell me, like, not only everything that I was doing wrong, but, like, basically call me an idiot for everything that I was doing wrong. Like, he was very, like, it was like, this is my first time learning to drive. He expected me to know things, and when I got things wrong that maybe he had already told me once, I like, you know, I wasn't meaning to get them wrong. I was really trying. I don't want to be bad at driving, but he was getting incredibly angry and frustrated at me. At one point, we were driving, and he went, pull over, pull the car over. And so I pulled over the car, and then there was a bit of silence as he was just like staring at me, and then he went, what were you doing wrong? And I went, and keep in mind, I'm like a 16-year-old kid. I had no idea. He got out a piece of paper, handed me the piece of paper and a pencil, and went, we're not driving. You're going to sit there and you're going to write down everything that you did wrong. And I was dumbfounded because I couldn't think. I don't know. You're the teacher. You tell me. I don't know what I was doing wrong. And I was just so dumbfounded. So at the end of that lesson, I was like emotionally destroyed. I didn't want to drive anymore. Before the next lesson, like, it was like an hour before the next lesson, I was having like an anxiety attack. My mum saw me having that anxiety attack and was like, this isn't right. This isn't what should be happening. Like, and then I told her, like, you know, how he was treating me essentially during those lessons. And she was like, yeah, no, that's not, you don't have to go to him anymore. And so we got another driving instructor. The other driving instructor was a woman, who gave me constructive criticism. Of course, she told me what I was doing wrong, but she was very, just like natural about it, just calm about it every time, you know? And so like she would be like, yeah, you have to make sure to indicate out of that roundabout. And I went, oh, sorry, I forgot. And she was like, it's okay. You're new to this. That's why I'm here. Like, she just did that sort of stuff all the time. And it was so much better. I learned so much faster from that. I passed my driving test on the first time. I didn't make nearly as many mistakes. Like, it was night and day. The dude, I don't remember who he was, so I can't drag his name through the mud. But I'll tell you, he was a awful teacher, and I would say a terrible driver. If you think that's a way to teach someone, you're probably going to be a bad driver, because you're not going to be calm on the road, which is a big part of driving. But the woman, amazing. She was great. I don't remember her name either, so that's why I'm just calling her the woman. I'm defining her by her gender. I'm sorry, but that's the massive difference between them. So this story particularly like speaks to me as like I would prefer that they go back to the status quo of the Oinky Doink Cafe, and be just like a sort of average cafe that's kind of crappy. Then all of their members be depressed and feel abused under the system, but get more money out of it, you know? So yeah. Was there something else? Oh yeah, I liked the stuff they did with Sheepon's character in this episode, because I feel like she was the one that I didn't know about very much, but I like her now. I'm a fan now. I like all of the people on the squad. They're all kind of cool. So yeah, there was probably more stuff I wanted to talk about, but I did a 15-minute story about driving, so I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Akiba Maid War. This was episode 4. Please make sure to support the video, support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos all on there. There's over 100 videos on there. It's definitely worth checking out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.